Good afternoon, everybody. Here in the home studio, O'Don with you here with the Tri-State Traffic Show up and running and on the air with our test demo stream going out to everybody on Twitter and YouTube. Hope everyone's having a great Friday afternoon. Apologize, I'm looking left and right trying to figure out where the camera is here. But again, just a little bit of a demo stream. We go live with the show on Monday, May the 9th on about 7 a.m. 7 to 9 a.m. Get you through the morning rush. But figure give you a try here on this Friday afternoon. Get some people home here for looks like what's weather-wise. Looks like it's setting up for a great weekend. So that's some good news. And weather really not a factor out there at all. It's still definitely pretty cold. Hopefully you can get a couple viewers. If you're watching, leave a comment here this afternoon. Our time is about 3:14 in the afternoon. So let's get right into it. Hopefully you can hear me and you can see me. So this is kind of the new setup. We'll figure out some of the background here so you're not looking at my air conditioner the entire time. But anyway, so let's get right into it here. So I think my friends over at StreamYard for providing the streaming services. Also, we are sponsored. The Tri-State Traffic Show is now sponsored. Look at that, right? Haven't even had a first show already sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Go over and see Ralph on North Avenue, right by the clock. If you're familiar with Cranford here in New Jersey, go on over for some of the best ice cream in the tri-state area. And he's going to be our first sponsor for the broadcast coming up on Monday, May the 9th. So again, we're just doing a demo test here. If you're watching us, leave us a comment if you can. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know that all that social media stuff that I'm just starting to learn here. So let's get right into it. Let me switch on over to, we'll go a little PIP action here, and we'll take a look at what's going on. First, let's start in New Jersey, since this is where the broadcast is originating from, the Great Garden State, my home state. We will start things off here in, basically Morris Township. It's out by exit 1, so there's an earlier problem there on Route 24 going west. And again, a lot of times that just gets all jacked up getting into 287 because, you used to have one single lane of traffic there. So that's always a bit of a problem. But that earlier incident is now gone. So that's some good news there. I got to figure out some kind of a pointer. I don't know, folks, if you can see my mouse on the screen. I don't think you can, but leave in the comments and let me know if you're able to see that or not. But so anyway, so we will go to Route 46. Now we got a building fire this thing, and it's shut down both ways out by 15 in Dover. I believe that's out by the Chevy dealer. Been a while since been out that way, but that's 46 is going to be shut down up by Route 15 in Dover. All lanes are closed there. Again, you want to stay with 80. That's certainly the obvious choice here on a Friday afternoon. Let's go to the traffic cameras here. My good friends over at the DOT and State Police. Boy, it feels good to talk to my good friends there over at the Turnpike and Parkway Authority. So always been a real help in the traffic department over the years. So let's go to Interstate 80. Let's just take a look and see what any of that traffic is building. It probably is now. We're coming up on, pardon me, I got to turn around, look at the clock, about 3:15 on a Friday. So let's start it off. Let's see if the camera works here. I know that this camera sometimes is come and go. Yeah, it's a little sluggish here on the westbound side. Again, I got to figure out a pointer. I don't know if you can. Yeah, I think you can see the arrow there. So again, that's going westbound. That's looking out in towards about exit 28 or so. As they get through some of that long-term construction, and hopefully they'll finish that sooner than later. But nonetheless, a little bit busy here. But again, that's to be expected on a Friday. You still may have some people, avoiding 46. Unfortunately, there's no camera on 46 and 15 in that area of Dover and Wharton. Let's go over to the Google Maps. Let's check out what we got here. Kind of point out exactly where that is. So this is in that, the Dover area here with 46. That's possible by now. They may have a lane open. Sometimes getting word back to the headquarters of Woodbridge for the DOT takes a little bit of time as far as that incident is concerned. Let's go back to that incident. Let's see what the time stamp on that was. 3:04. So it was only about 15 minutes ago or so. That was the last update they had. So again, it's east of 15, and we're going to go on over towards that area. Let me just get my orientation there. It's Route 15, and then we're going to come on down here in towards Route 46. Nielsen Chevrolet. I had the right brand, but I didn't have the name of it there. So Nielsen Chevrolet right there on the corner. So it doesn't look like it's much of a problem. I'm thinking it's probably closer towards this Belmont Avenue area where it's really kind of tied up here into this section, just east of Belmont Avenue. But so we'll keep an eye on that to see when that hopefully clear up for us. Let's see what else we've got going on here this afternoon. We've got Route 50. We got some issues there down by the Atlantic City Expressway. Also, down traffic signal on 30 west of the turnpike in Lawnside. So I mean that's been out there for most of the afternoon, and I'd be hard pressed to see that that's really going to cause any kind of any kind of an issue here for the Friday evening rush hour getaway. But again, the rush hour folks really get kicked in here probably for about another hour. But again, we're just doing a test stream just to see if you can see and hear me. If you are watching, again, I didn't really give any kind of notice to anybody to let them know to go ahead and watch. But we're live on YouTube and on Twitter. So if you are watching us, certainly give us a shout out here and let us know if you can hear and see us here this afternoon. So let's head on over towards New York. We'll take a look at the city and Hudson Valley. Obviously, New York encompasses also Long Island, the 5 boroughs, as well as Rockland, Orange County. We'll kind of keep it up towards that area. Also, Westchester County as well. So now let's talk to you about the New England Thruway. Oh, always a fun ride on the NET there. So we'll go NET. They're saying south of 19, Rye Playland Parkway. Again, that's just south of 287. So let's zoom in and give you some details there. Let's see what the story is. Yeah, again, just some debris on the roadway, and we'll check out. I don't know if this has the cameras for New York on the NJ511. We're going to find out together. No, nothing there. So let's go. Let's head on over towards. Let's see where we are here. 511 New York. Let's call up some of the cameras here because the NET is pretty stacked with cameras. So it's always a good spot there. Let's zoom in. I figure out how to do it. Let's see. Zoom. Nope, going the wrong way. Just had to put the font like about eye chart level in order to figure out best viewing. Again, just doing a test here, so this isn't the actual live show. And certainly, you get we'll give you a notice there. Come on. So if that's a little bit too hot there, the audio, let me know. Let's see what we've got. Let's see if we can get those cameras put in. And I don't know why it's not going ahead and putting the cameras for me. So let's see what we can do. I'm sure they probably can see it because there's cameras there in Rye by Playland Parkway. He's got to figure out how we do that. That is, says legend. There we go. Certainly not me, the legend, but so we'll close that up. And now we're cooking here. So let's see what we got. So we can bring some of these cameras up here this afternoon. 287 eastbound ramp at 95. Again, you have to bear with me. This computer's about 12 years old, so it's struggling to keep up, I think, with the live stream as well as some of the cameras that we've got going on. So yeah, city and Westchester and Long Island are really good with cameras. Big shout out to my friends over there at Inform. Not sure if it's still called Inform anymore, but always were a great resource back in the day. So let's see. This is 95 at Playland at 19, and that's going north, coming towards us. And that's just pretty much generally heavy. It's sluggish because we're starting to get into the Friday afternoon and evening rush hour. Let's see if that incident is still there. Debris in the roadway south after 19. I think that's probably, if I had to say, is probably gone because they're saying that the debris is going south, but I'm seeing traffic north. I don't really see anything heading south here. So let's take a look what else we've got going on. Let's go back to the wrong site and we will continue on. Let's head on over towards New York State Thruway. We got an accident there, looks like, just coming in about 12 minutes ago or so. That's the one thing I need to do is get a clock in here. Clock. It's good to have a clock on the set, if you want to call it that. So let's see, Thruway north before 11. Probably going to be backing up some traffic here. Let's see if we can get on over towards those cameras. Let's head on over towards interchange 11, and I think that was the doorbell. So again, this is a home studio, so you're gonna get everything coming at you, literally. So let's see if some of the cameras work. There's 11. We can see some of these cameras aren't video. Let's see what we got. Yeah, there it is. I'm so used to pointing at the screen for being on camera, I can't do it. But anyway, it's going to be. I don't know if you can see my mouse there. You can kind of. I have to figure out how to make that a different color or something. And we'll. It's right here on the zebra stripes, as they call it here, for 11, heading north. So really tied up. Thankfully, it's off the roadway, but everyone is going to stop and take a look at what's going on. So and we're heavy back. Let's just see how far back we're going to be here for yeah, I mean, we're just typical back to the bridge, and well, that's not the greatest camera. So let's see what else we've got. And these multiple cameras there on the Cuomo Tappan Zee Bridge. Again, that's all north coming towards us, coming out of Westchester to Rockland. Again, it's that early traffic. Real nice out, real beautiful spring afternoon, getting into the early evening, and yeah, so just a bit of a heavy ride there for friends out of Westchester in towards Rockland, and hopefully that'll be out of the way. And then a little bit further up the line here, you're going to see some traffic out by the Parkway Connector. Again, that's just kind of normal stuff for this time of the afternoon. Let's just see what anything else big cooking here throughout New York. There's a crash on the thruway. That's before 14A. That's going south. Let's see what else we got. 287. They're looking at a crash east just after 11. That's just before you coming up to 287. Let's switch on over to. Well, we got a problem now in the city on the Deegan, but okay, Deegan. That's a ramp blocked, I should say. Let's see. Got vehicle fire on the Deegan. Well, they just updated here, so let's see if that fell off the list. I have a feeling it did. Oh, let's just switch over. Sometimes it updates and then it switches the pages on me, and I bought like a high chart level. So let's check it out. The 230s is the ramp 10. Check out the scene here. Let's see if we can get some cameras loaded up. Got that. Not holding my. Let's go here. So again, folks, it's just a test. If you're actually watching here this afternoon, again, I didn't give any. I was just literally testing the graphics and testing everything else, just to see what the story is. I think I have to move my sponsor logo down towards the bottom. It's kind of in the way of some of the graphics and so forth. But again, this is just a test. That's why we're doing it. So let's head on over towards the Deegan. Let's see if we can call up one of these cameras. If it's on the ramp, 234th Street, I had to guess that that's going south. Yeah, that's going southbound. And it's heavy into 230. I mean, it is a Friday afternoon, kind of typical stuff. Got I can come down a little bit further, although I think this is on 207th. Yeah, that's going to the University Heights Bridge out that way. So looks like it's on the ramp. So if it's on the ramp, I really don't think it's. I mean, it's a little bit of a problem, obviously, for those folks there in Kingsbridge, but just trying to get onto the Deegan. Let's check out the scene here. Let's see if I can zoom in just a bit. We'll kind of keep it at that level, and we'll take a look at the outbound George now, or on the approach to the outbound George. That's not the camera I want because we're looking in the wrong direction. So let's get it over by. There we go. There we go. This is probably pretty much what it looks like 99% of the time. Pretty much stop and go parking lot traffic. So traffic heading this way out, that is heading out to the outbound George Washington Bridge. But again, it's a beautiful Friday afternoon, and this is just typically, what we see. Let's see if we can see. I wish there was a way we can keep video going. You know what? Let's go over towards my friends over at the city DOT, and let's take a look at the main map here. I know it's kind of large, but we got on over here. Check out the ride in the Bronx. City cameras. I mean, I've been doing this for 20 plus years, and it really the advances, obviously, in the technology for cameras and infrastructure has really really come a long way, quite honestly. Because back in the day, where there was barely any cameras at all. I mean, there's probably a couple thousand. There's a little bit of a stop and go in. It's a little bit better image. I mean, the video there on the New York 511 is a little bit better than this, but again, just kind of normal traffic. See, it breaks it out into a different panel. So let's go a little bit further back. Yeah, and that's kind of messed up too. That's both ways. I mean, you're not really not gonna avoid it terribly here this afternoon. So let's just see here. Let me just check in with the traffic spotters. Let's see. Let's see. So again, this is just a test. See if saying no viewers, but again, I'm new to the StreamYard platform, so we're just kind of a little bit of a technical check. Let's see what we got here in Washington Heights. Yeah, this is coming inbound to the city. The camera's not the greatest, so let's see what we can find. What else we can find? We can get the traffic flows on this N. I don't think I can. So let's go back to the Google Maps and let's come out of Jersey here. 46. Um, let's see what else we've got. Come back over to the city because look at all of this. I mean, this is just a bacchanal of traffic. Wow, what a mess this is. And, pretty much end to end on the Cross Bronx. We're going to go west of the interchange all the way out to the George. It's probably going to run you about 45 or so. Just from that point, once you get into the hour mark, once you get back up onto the Bruckner Expressway extension, some people call it the New England Thruway, but technically it's still the Bruckner until you come out of the Bronx, and then you can go back to 95 or the New England Thruway. Trust me, hopefully I get a couple of guests. My good buddy Jeff Jensen over at 1010 Wins 880. He's a real traffic historian, if you want to call it that. He knows these roads and in and out like nobody's business. So hopefully we get him on the show in the near future. So let's see what else we've got. You got just typical delays in the Bronx River Parkway heading up to the Westchester line. Again, just kind of typical fare. Let's make our way up to Westchester. Got a lot of traffic here on the Cross County, west of the Bronx River, and again, or actually west of the Hutch, I should say. So, it's kind of just your typical afternoon, evening. Look at the Hutch here, Saxon Woods Park, and up towards 127 into 287. And then 287, and again, kind of just typical stuff here, heading west out through White Plains as you make your way into Elmsford by 3 there. And then pretty solid ride across the Cuomo Tappan Zee. Again, a lot of that is that problem out by 11 I showed you earlier with the vehicle on the zebra stripes. So let's see what else we've got. And let's check it out. That was actually Jeff on the phone. I should bring him in on the line on a phone call. Let's head down towards the city, and let's just see what we got going on the Bell Parkway. And if anybody's been a fan of the Bell Parkway, you just can't win some days. I mean, you really just can't win. So again, Friday evening traffic getting out of the Verrazano west of Flatbush Avenue. So really, really just a heavy ride. You really kind of just have to leave a lot of extra travel time. Probably looking at a good half an hour or from Flatbush, and then eastbound is just basically off the bridge, out by that overpass there. That walkway that seems to get creamed by some tractor trailer. It makes its way on every now and then. But again, out through Flatbush, and it's amazing. The city. How many years did they spend redoing this Bell Parkway, Mill Basin? I mean, it's absolutely spectacular. It just seems like you build it and they will come, and that's kind of what they done. It's just backed up all the time, almost all the way out through. Look at this, all the way out through Howard Beach into Cross Bay. So we got a crash as well heading west. So that's kind of tying things up back to the airport. And then again, east all the way out to the curve is going to be a solid ride. Now let's check out the scene here on Long Island. We'll go to the eastbound Southern. Again, nothing out of the ordinary. Let me see if we can show you a few cameras here from my friends over at New York 511. Come on down through Queens. Well, while we're in Queens here, again, we're going to come up with a format for the most part just to see where how things work. Maybe we can kind of simplify things just a bit. Some of these cameras are difficult to bring up, but let's show the video here. That's the eastbound side of the LIE. It's kind of going down the hill there, heading out towards Woodhaven Boulevard, and it's just in Van Wyck. And yes, I do call it the Van Wyck Wick, and I'm going to say Van Wyck because it's my show, and that's the that's the end of the story. Let's see if we can get closer towards that. Yeah, it's stacked and packed here. Just west of Woodhaven. That's eastbound on the left. Again, just kind of normal stuff. I mean, you kind of just can't win here at 3:30, thinking that you're going to make it through this anytime soon. Let's check out the Grand Central. I got a feeling that's probably going to be a mess as well. I got to figure out whether there's a way to get these videos, the cameras up and running. Nope. Playback did not support. Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Let's see where we're at. Well, you know what? While we're still here in Queens with these cameras, check out the Van Wyck. Again, there's nothing out of the ordinary on this. The only thing out of the ordinary is the fact that the camera looks fantastic. It looks like the city DOT has upgraded these to quasi HD. But so that's actually heading south, but it's pretty much stacked and packed. We're out by Hillside Avenue. Again, it's just not enough of that Van Wyck to accommodate everybody. Look at the Jackie Robinson. I mean, this is just a mess getting into Kew Gardens. That's this whole interchange in here, the Grand Central and Jackie Robinson. And then you've got Queens Boulevard, and then you've got the Van Wyck. Kind of just normal stuff here for afternoon. If I can just widen it up a little bit here. And this is just a test, folks. Just a test, kind of ironing out some of the gremlins. Let's go to Long Island. Our friends out there on the island here on the southern state by Grand, and I think we're on the wrong side. No, this is on the eastbound side. See how it's moving? A little bit slow both ways. By exit 20, but that's kind of normal stuff, just normal volume, nothing out of the ordinary. I didn't see any incidents or accidents out there. This is between 2122 Nassau Road and the Meadowbrook. That's gonna be west coming towards us, heading again out towards Eagle and 18 here. So I don't know what that is. So let's just take this off. Reminders. See if we can. Whoa, what's going on? Nope, don't want to do that. Nope. Well, we're all over the map here now. All of a sudden, this got all messed up. So I don't know why that is doing that. It was hoping that we maybe get one viewer here to chime in for the last 24 minutes. We could do another 6 minutes. We'll go for a full half hour and then see how that works. Let's head out to the island. Let's check out Sunrise Highway is all right. Again, it's just into Eagle on the southern from about 15 into 18 or so. Turnpike looks pretty good. Northern State is fairly quiet. State looks pretty good for most of it. And the LIE kind of just parallels the northern there for about half of it until it kind of takes that right hand southerly turn as you arc. So what we got going on here. That's the northern. Well, just I say that it kind of goes downhill just a bit. So that's all your eastbounders coming out of Queens heading home here at 3:39. Let's take a look at. Let's give you a couple snapshots of the LIE. And this is, let's see where we are. This is getting closer towards the Syosset area, 4039. That actually looks pretty good, and that's part of the effect of that HOV lane being in effect now from 3 to 8. What else we've got here? Let's come closer towards the Queens line. I bet you, no, that camera's not that great. So we'll continue on over here. This is east of Little Neck. And once again, just east in the 32, 33. It's going to be, definitely a solid ride. Let's do this. I don't know why this map is so actually working pretty well just moments ago. Let's go back to the Google Maps and I like having the zoom here. So again, city, Brooklyn, Queens, big mess. Talk to our friends going to use that Gowanus, which is always a big problem. We can get down in towards some of these cameras here. And then we'll work our way north out of the Gowanus combo. So let's check it out through Bay Ridge, Diker Heights. We'll go split the difference there. It looks pretty good at 79, so that's fine. Usually up in this area here, just at the split and merge the belts, 63rd. Well, you can't really say anything because the camera's not working, so that is out of service. Let's head over towards between 6th and 7th. That actually looks pretty good. And I think I just closed out of something else, but let's go through Industry City. Pretty heavy ride. That's the inbound side here at 37th. But again, it's weather has so much of a factor in traffic. Say traffic and weather go together, and that is truly the case. So this is both ways here by 26. That's outbound on the left. Coming towards us, let's get up closer towards the Prospect for the top of the world, as some of the old school NYPD cops would call it, because just as you come up here, up onto, this is the ramp to the BQE, and that's always stacked and packed, and it's heavy but moving. And you're certainly not gonna win your races there. It's usually this section here, closer towards the Smith Street Station, which is, fun fact, Smith Street Station, the highest subway platform in the world, not just New York or any state, but the world. It's like 230 feet or so, roughly. Let's check out the interchange at the Prospect. Cameras, since I've kind of done my city tour. Yeah, that's the inbound side. And again, this is what I was talking about. I don't know if you can see it with the mouse. That's your top of the world there. So again, pretty heavy out towards the BQE. All right, folks, we're going to go off here for another couple more minutes, and then we'll head up towards the promenade. They did that new traffic pattern where it's just 2 lanes, where it kind of gets wider. So that's all heading out towards the Brooklyn Bridge on that upper level. Wow, that was a close camera, but you know what? That shows exactly what I'm talking about. See how they restriped this, and now we've got 2 lanes. So yeah, just really heavy stuff. And I mean, this is just amazing how many cameras the city has that we can do visuals on. This is awesome. Really nice job. So give you a quick peek of the Brooklyn Bridge. That is coming back into Brooklyn, which is, again, that's pretty much what you're expecting this time of the evening. Let's see if I can show you a quick shot of the belt. Let's come down here. After all that work that they did, look at that, a Flatbush. I mean, it's barely moving both ways. I mean, you got to leave 20 minutes, half hour easily. They didn't put any cameras here in towards Patrick Basin and over towards Mill Basin, out by the Canarsie Pier. There used to be a camera there as well, but Rockaway Parkway, but I guess it's out of service. This is at Pennsylvania. So let's see, facing west. So that's east coming towards us, and that's coming into some rubbernecking, I think, for that accident that was out. Yeah, that was just west of Cross Bay. So we're out by Erskine. Check out 158. Yeah, there's the accident here. That's going to be south, but that is heading west. I think this is a new accident actually now, because that's why all this rubbernecking traffic coming out of Pennsylvania in towards Erskine Street. Hey, we've got one viewer. Hey, all right. How are you? Let's maybe you can leave a comment. I don't know where you're watching, Twitter or Facebook, but so we can see where someone's watching. So anyways, yeah, so that's the westbound side. So that's kind of jacked up, getting all the way back out towards the airport. Let's head back to Long Island. We did Queens. Let's check out Manhattan. Ken, just got to figure out how to make this map a little larger. There we go. Lower Manhattan, usually this time of the evening, is not terrible. Let's check out the drive here to the Brooklyn Bridge. Unfortunately, the camera's not working. This is just downtown Wall Street area. There's not going to be a whole lot of traffic there. West Street of Fulton. This is just traffic light delays trying to get through that section there. Let's get closer towards the outbound Holland. Let's see if some of those cameras are working there. So that is going to be, it's getting onto Canal. Yeah, that's getting onto Canal coming off the west side. What, 12th Avenue? That point. Yeah, that's all going into the Holland. I'd say the outbound Holland easily is a good half hour, 40 minutes. And yeah, this is coming off of West Street, heading out, make that left at the light, and then you're gonna there's really nobody here. So I will say from this street, the West Street approach will go maybe 15 minutes, but it's really coming off. I'm surprised they haven't put any cameras in this section through Soho. I'm really surprised at that. But let's check out the other hot spots. I don't know if the outbound Lincoln, this one, 11th at 42nd. So I believe that's outbound there. I don't think it's for anything else, really. West Street at the Intrepid. Man, that's just kind of normal stuff. Dare I say, we'll show you Times Square. Let's see if the cameras are working here. They were not working. 7th to 49th. That's the south end of Times Square. Yeah, it's kind of normal stuff. What really do you expect on a Friday afternoon? We'll do the quad. It's more people watching than traffic. So let's head up towards the west side, Henry Hudson Parkway, getting past the water treatment plant on up into the approach to the George. And yep, that's heavy here at 158. And then we'll go a little bit further south of that, 137. That's actually kind of moving, dare I say it. And we're still about another hour or so before that really goes ahead and kicks in. What else we got? 96th. Yeah, that's a parking lot. 96. We'll go 96 up to 125. It's going to be heavy. Check out the drive. I would say it's got to be here just past the RFK Triborough. Let's see, 3rd Avenue Bridge. That's a mess there. Go up to 135th. I'm going to go 135 all the way up to the George. Let's check out our handy dandy Google Maps. Still got one person hanging in. We had a second person there for a minute, but really the drive is really backed up past. Wow. Oh boy, that's past the Queensboro Bridge, Midtown Tunnel, way up. So we'll go up 2nd all the way up to really the George. And look how heavy this is. This is just a mess. About back up towards that cross Bronx. Looks like somebody's reporting in something here. See anything. Again, folks, I apologize for rambling on, but we're just kind of getting it through it. And again, I got I got 2 hours to fill each morning, so certainly in the comments, and if you can, maybe do a little personalized traffic for some, just to kind of let me know where you're going to, coming from. That ramp to the Deegan, it's all right. So a bit further back. Let's see, it's just a mess. It's almost at this point. Obviously, if it's an accident, taking out a lane, but if you're sitting in stop and go traffic for the last, excuse me, last 3 miles, it's another 10, 15 minutes. I mean, unless it's a major wreck, but I don't think that's the case. All right, so let's go back to Jersey very quickly. Now they're saying George lower Fort Lee side. I think I have a camera there, but we'll check it out. That does make sense when you put it in the grand scheme of things, is that's why that cross Bronx, other than being a Friday at 63 degrees with no humidity. So I think this camera here is going to show it. I don't know what was that. I don't even know what happened. Map I'm on. How did that happen? That's what we want. Well, see what it's going to do is that all the holdback of the traffic, it's probably out by the toll plaza, if I had to take a educated guess. It's holding back all this traffic, so this is going to be wide open. This is the inbound side to the George. We'll go about 15 minutes or so. Go back to I want to cancel out of that. So now we got a crash on the turnpike. It's north of 1419. That's in that inner roadway, the car lanes. Again, I don't like to call them car truck. We like to go with inner and outer. So Jersey's fairly quiet. Just check out the scene behind that accident here. Let's see how far back it goes. If I had to make a mention, if I had a probability, it'd probably be back to 13A or so. There's the crash at 14, so it's just north of 14. So well, that actually looks like it's going south. So we have that's north and south. It looks like it's more south than it is north. Check out my friends over at the Turnpike Authority. Let's see what they've got. What it looks like at 14, if that camera will come up. Yeah, that's southbound heading away out towards the Goethals. And again, heavy just because it looks like there is something being reported. What that is, not quite sure. Again, we've got one viewer hanging in here, so that's some good news. Some good news. Let's see here. Alexandria M. Okay. I live in East Rutherford and commute to the city via the main Bergen line and path. Excellent question, Sandra. Eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Let's check out. Well, let's check out path first. A refresh on this. Let's see what we got happening here. From my good friends at the Port Authority. Let's see. Face masks. Weekend service updates. When was this? 8 hours ago. This is all from the morning rush. So path looks like it's pretty good. Something must have happened with the track condition earlier. Let's go to transit. You say main Bergen line. So we'll go towards alert for the main Bergen. Let's see what we got here. Right, there was an alert, but I see the transit website doesn't refresh unless you refresh it. So main Bergen is looking pretty good. So it looks like the only thing we've got rolling here is the Northeast Corridor. Temporary schedule adjustments for the next 6 to 8 weeks. That's all right. Same thing on the coastline. Corridor coastline, go hand in hand pretty much time. Alexander, I appreciate you watching on YouTube. So thanks for the subscribe. And if you can throw a like on there, that would be great too. We'll do another, well, why not? We'll do another 5 minutes, right? So let's see what time it is. Again, I need a clock. 3:52. So we'll take it right to 4. Take it right to 4. Coming at you, 4 o'clock. Let's see what else we can. Hudson Bergen Light Rail. Yeah, see, I clicked on it. That's from earlier this afternoon. I would imagine that's probably go. I want to go New Jersey Transit. There we go. Let's check in with the MTA, our subway riders. So we're on transit now. Head on over towards Long Island Railroad and Metro North. Got some delays here on the 2. And you're gonna be wait. Let's see, 3:31. So it looks like unfortunately someone may have been hit by a train, and that was earlier. So that investigation is probably just wrapping up before the evening rush hour kicks in. So if you're heading uptown on the 2, you want to watch for delays there by 145th up there in the Harlem area. Check out the rails. Long Island Railroad looks to be pretty much clean and green across the board. So that's good news. Even Metro North is on or close. Take a snapshot or a picture of that. Because wow, that looks really good. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we can go. Let's talk to our friends in Connecticut. Connecticut traffic for a long, long time. Always enjoyed Connecticut traffic. 95, the Merritt, all those great roadways. Had a great working relationship with my friends over at the DOT. Just awesome folks there. Probably one of the top 10 DOTs in the country. I mean, just awesome individuals. Same thing with the Jersey DOT as well as the city DOT. And we're lucky we live in the area we live in because there are so many talented people that are keeping an eye on the roads and the rails through this area, and certainly makes things a lot easier for traffic anchors like myself. So let's see what we got here across the Constitution State. Let's check out the traffic events first. I thought I had that loaded up already, but that was just the traffic cameras. So let's see. Again, folks, I'm looking at all of this in real time with you as well. Just kind of normal delays. Nothing out of the ordinary. Well, we got an incident here. Well, as I say that, just happened. Milford, 2-car wreck there, north 4041. What else we can find? Let me see if I can find the camera on 4041. Let's back up to here. We go to the cameras list. And we will roll on over to filter tab. Come on. Get them dealing with a 12-year-old computer, and it's probably burning up at this point. There we go. Roadway. We will go 95. It's gonna put it in order from Greenwich towards the Milford area. So let me see if I can filter it out to Milford and get. Yep, can yes, sir. There we go. Let's see. This is at 32, 34 here at the schoolhouse, and 35 coming into 36, 38. Again, this was out by 41, so that's why it's a little heavy north on the right there at 38. Yeah, stacked into 39 and Post Road up towards 40. Kind of eases out. Let's see if this is the accident here. Something on the side. Click on this image to view the camera at a higher refresh rate. Let's see if that will work. If my computer hasn't given up and some sort of an error code at me. Again, we got one person watching here. Again, thank you, Alexandra, for watching on YouTube. That's really awesome. So this is going to be the accident here at 40. It's on the shoulder. So again, folks, everyone's got to stop and look at it. I'm going to go about north of 39 into 41, maybe 6-8 minutes at best. I mean, pretty much the rest of the scene here, as we'll head back to the Google Maps. Pretty much the rest of the scene is just evening traffic. But look at all of this red. I mean, it is just, again, it's weather. That's what it is. People are getting away for the weekend, whatnot. Kind of typical out of Greenwich and Stamford. We'll go probably exit 3 all the way through 3 all the way up in towards Bridgeport and 20s. We'll put it about 27 or so, that area. just about 18, 20, 22 miles worth of traffic. And again, that's just normal stuff for a Friday. We'll check in with our friends on the Merritt there, heavy through New Canaan. We'll say just about exit about 33 all the way up in towards the Trumbull area by Route 8 or so. Yeah, just a kind of a normal traffic pattern. So we got about 2 more minutes here. Hopefully we can get one more person to watch. Can we get anybody to watch? See what else we've got. Let's see, where do we want to go to wrap it up here? You know what? We're also going to try to incorporate a little bit of weather as well. I mean, I followed some of the greats in the tri-state area for weather for a long, long time, or led into them. So let's give you a couple of locations here. Let me see if I can figure for us to read. There we go. Again, we're sponsored here by Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. Over there on North Avenue. That's how we'll end the show here with the quick sponsor plug there. Just a moment. But yeah, looking at 65 at Newark. It's really the winds that are really what the issue are out there this afternoon. So, 2 hands on the wheel. Be careful on the bridges and overpasses. Maybe just go a little bit slower. We've got 62 in Farmingdale, Islip at 61. Kennedy at 63, LaGuardia at 61, Somerville here in Jersey at 63. So we're hovering in towards the low to mid 60s. But again, it's really that wind is really what's kicking in here. Also, this column here, humidity, that's not good either. Whether there's a red flag warning up or not, I don't know. There was one yesterday. Just be careful if you are a smoker. Trying to not throw your cigarette butts out into the lawn or out onto the roads. That can be a bit of an issue. So yeah, looks like pretty decent Friday afternoon, evening. Let's wrap it up here with our traffic sponsor. We'll head on over towards the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery webpage here. Go over and see my buddy Ralph. Really, just one of the nicest guys on the planet, Ralph, and just makes some amazing ice cream. He makes these amazing ice cream cupcakes. Let's see what flavors he has here. Kind of just the regular, good old fashioned vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. My favorite is the one of them is the Cookie Monster, as well as the party cake. That's always a crowd favorite. We've got cotton candy, mint chocolate chip. I mean, just really, really, it's all homemade ice cream from scratch. It's amazing. This is his 13th season, as I say. If Ralph is watching, and he's probably making ice cream because the weather is so nice, but he's in his 13th season. Both big sports fans, basketball, football, you name it. If there's a sport, we're a big fan of it. So been a good friend of Ralph for a long, long time. And he, again, just started his 13th year in downtown Cranford. He'll also make some great cakes. Head on over. Tell him I sent you. The address is North Avenue, 22 North Avenue, here in Cranford, in Union County. Directly across from the train station, right off the Raritan Valley line, for New Jersey Transit. That number is 908-272-3000. So certainly give him a call. He's open till about 9 o'clock or so. 7 days a week now. Maybe a little later on Fridays. Again, he's just kind of getting things up and running now for the season. This is really his long stretch. He almost kind of parallels the baseball season, spring right in through the fall and into the winter. But again, Ralph's the owner. He is the first sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. We'll fix that sponsorship logo and so forth in the coming days here before we go live. Again, folks, May 9th is when we're going to go live with the Tri-State Traffic Show from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So I appreciate everybody throwing up a like and a subscribe onto the YouTube page, as well as onto the Twitter. I got about 2,500 Twitter followers. So if we can all head over to that YouTube link, I'll keep posting throughout the weekend and into next week. Just throw up a subscribe there, and we'll see where things go. So it's been a pleasure coming up on 4 o'clock. Have a great weekend. Have a great Friday evening. And again, May 9th, 7 a.m., 7 to 9 a.m. That's when the Tri-State Traffic Show is will get started. So yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And just trying to let's see how we can end this here. Let's see. I don't have any music. We're just gonna kind of mess around here for a second. Let's just see if we can get some music into the background. And this is coming from my friends over at Streaming. So let's see what we get. Hear that, but I hear that here in the studio. Stop that. Let's see if I can bring up some of the music. Let's see what we got. Wow, that's loud. Hey now. So yeah, so I want to thank everyone for watching the Tri-State Traffic Show here on a Friday evening. You can join us on Monday, May the 9th. You're going to get 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. We'll do a little personalized traffic, do a little weather, have some fun, and we'll potentially have some surprise guests. We'll come on to the show in that inaugural week. Again, Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery is our sponsor for the Tri-State Traffic Show over at 22 North Avenue in Cranford. Phone number there, as you see it on the screen, 908-272-3000. Go talk to Ralph and hook you up with some very, very awesome and amazing ice cream. So I want to thank Ralph and the folks over there at Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. I want to thank all of you for watching. Thanks, Alexandra, for again. I didn't give any warning on this show here, so we've done just about almost a full hour here, coming up towards 4 o'clock, and we'll see you on Monday, May the 9th. Have a good weekend, everybody.